Hi, my name is Malan. I have more than 20 years of payroll experience. If you find this content helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tips. Today we'll be showing you how to terminate an employee, mainly focus on two examples. The one is pretty straightforward, and the second one I'm just adding a tax directive as well. So let's get going. So the system is open already, and on the system itself, I'm going to go to the employees. So yes, we have to go. I hope this is quite normal. This is not the focus of today. But we'll go employment, management, employees, and we find the employee. And with the employee, we go to the employee details first. So that's probably going to be the first screen I go to. So this will be the process. And after I've done this, I will also emphasize the point that you actually need to do a checklist. So the checklist are key here. You need to have checklists to do properly. But for now, I'm just going to quickly go through it just to keep it nice and intuitive. So the first screen I'm going to visit will be the employee details screen. And on the employee details screen, I want to actually terminate the person. So I want to be on the employee side. So it's the employee tab, employment side, and the main idea will be here to put in a termination reason and a date. So the termination reason, we're going to put in, let's put in resign for now. And the termination date will default to the last working date of this month, which is like a nice old system. And of course, we can alter the date as well. So for now, I'm not going to alter the date. Just going to make it nice and resigned. And well, the person is basically resigned. Of course, then after that, you might have more detail because you want to go to the payslip and sort out the final payslip. Typically on this payslip, you will probably want to, just want to clean it up a bit. You probably will need to prorata if that's applicable. In this case, not applicable. If you want to prorata, on most systems, you can go to the earnings, you can tick the prorata button, and it will look at the person's working days and prorata accordingly. This person worked a full month, so it's not really relevant. So I'm not going to do the prorata for this example, but that will be the prorata. You might also want to pay out leave, your termination leave. And on most standard systems, the way you do that would be to actually go to, at the top on the employee actions, you can go to the leave details screen, and typically you'll terminate a person from here. Well, not terminate a person, you'll pay out the termination payout rate. For that, we'll go to leave transactions. We click on the new button. We're going to select leave type as annual leave. We're going to select, just want to quickly check if the screen is correct. Okay, just had to get a proper screen here. So here we can see, I just want to go back quickly. If I'm going to go to leave, and if I'm going to go new with leave type, and select annual, then important payout rate. Yes, you want to pay it out, and termination payout rate. The from date, typically we make it the last working days. That's supposed to be then 2019 02 28, and the to date will also be 2019 02 28. Although in this case we want to pay quite a ridiculous amount of 80 days, we'll still make it from the first day to the last working day. Now, to get around this, because if we type in 80 here, you will see that the date will default now. That's something that we don't really want to see. But what we can do here is we're going to select not note receipts, but override units. We click the middle blocky, and then we can change the date to what we want to see, which is the last working day. So just to make it nice and neat for reporting purposes. The system will complain a little bit about this because the 80 we entered is different to the dates, but otherwise that's what we want to do. So we can click on OK there, and then, well, this is almost there. Now, if we're going to go back now to the employee details or the payslip details screen, we'll see now there's a monitoring value in there. Yes, there's ways to deal with that, to reconcile it. I'm not going to do it now, but for most practical purposes, we can save the person and the person is terminated. The second thing we might have to do, which is quite important that we might have to do, is if we do have a tax directive. Now with a tax directive, there's going to be supposed to be two lines that we need to set up properly. The one is called the lump sum line here, and the other one would be the tax on lump sum. And again, that's something you can also check the RP5 gets in the background. But for now, I'm just going to show these two lines to already set up properly. Now to process the lump sum, after we applied for the directive and got received back, will be to go to the earnings. We find the lump sum line. We find the column for amount because it's once off. We put in a nice figure, whatever we applied for. Then on the deduction side, we put in the amount that the receiver told us to tax. So that would be tax. The receiver told us on a piece of paper to tax an amount. So I'll just guess an amount here. And the third last thing is on the employee details. Yes, we have to process the tax directive number. We do that by going to the employee details. It's under the employment side. Under employment, click on detail. We're looking for tax definition. And then here we can see at the bottom, there we go. It's directive number. We can go new and we process the directive number. And unfortunately here also these days you have to put in the directive income that was specified on the directive. That's the most important thing. If you do that, you should be pretty okay. Okay, now our next word on this will be that you want to use proper checklists. Okay, so we actually want to use proper checklist if we terminate a person. We don't want to do really what I'm doing and just winging it. You want to use proper checklist. Now, a couple of things you can do might be to find some online, and there's plenty online. If I want to show you this one, I just went to a customer zone. I didn't even have to log in properly, and there's plenty of checklists out there. This one is a proper checklist for payroll. It is actually for Sage 300. And if we scroll down a little bit, after input with terminations, we might find checklist in here. Now, for me, if I look at this, the termination checklist is not proper. It's not doing everything. But my point being is that you want to find a checklist that you can follow. Whether it's your company checklist, that's specific things like sorting out things like loans as well, or savings, or just a general one, at least you want something. Okay, so that's something you can go and look for online. Okay, but the other thing, of course, I'm going to talk about will be that yes, if you want to also find more details, please do yourself a favor, go to applico.co.za and find a training course. The one we're looking at now is probably if we're going to go training. It will be Sage 300, and the first course typically available will be the one. I'm just going to see if there's a roadmap here, but it might be the first one, the payroll processing course, a 2-day course, very good course. You can even go to view a training roadmap, and there's even a nice roadmap for you. But contact them, let them set you up for training. And maybe we might meet in person or virtually. I've enjoyed this. Please hit the like, subscribe button. Please leave comments and ask for more. It's actually one of the clients requested me to do termination as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video.